Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup, contrary to what this video is going to tell you. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Obviously, this is going to be a decluttering my makeups video. Hopefully you're into that. If you are and you're not subscribed to my channel, you could do that now. I upload a bunch of videos every week, and if you click on the little bell and choose all, YouTube will notify you when I upload a new one, and you can choose to watch or not. It's totally up to you. No pressure from me. All right, let's just get into it. I think it's gonna take me a minute. So a couple of whiles ago, I decluttered my lipsticks, lip liners, and I went through and chose out some highlighters that I wanted to do a video of, like, would I repurchase these or purchase again if something happened to them? And that kind of turned into a decluttering. And then, okay, so if you know me in my regular life, when I start feeling crazy, I clean and organize. I was feeling not great for a couple whiles, and I just went through and cleaned and organized and really gave some thought to what I had in my makeup stash and decided it was time for some things to go. Some of these things I've had for a very, very long time, and some of them are newer-ish. But if I'm not reaching for them and I don't love them, there's no point in having them if they're not going to serve me. You know, like, there are things I hang on to for sentimental value. There are things I hang on to for comparison's sake, but very little of that. I want to play with and use my makeup and enjoy it. I don't really stress about it, and I'm at a point where there's just stuff I don't use. So I thought I would come on here and show you, and we could get rid of them together, you know, find moral support. So the first two things are like foundations. I have this e.l.f. Camo CC cream. It's in the shade Fair 120. I bought it to mix with darker shades. I just don't reach for it. I have, over the course of the last probably 2 years, kind of figured out what foundation shades work for me, formulas, things like that. So I'm not willing to fuss too much anymore, which brings me to this one. This foundation is fantastic. I fully love how it looks, how it wears. It's the KVD Good Apple foundation, but the color match is absolutely terrible. It's so bad. I put this on and it looks yellow. It's so weird. And this is in the shade medium 048, I think. And on the website, it looked like it would match me. It does not, so it has to go. And I have I have one JCat Aqua Assurance pressed powder foundation. I had a whole bunch of these, loved them. Had some shades for summer, had some shades for winter. I haven't reached for that one, so it's going, as well as this e.l.f. one. I used it quite a bit, but actually kind of quite a bit. I'm just not reaching for it, and I don't need to have it. I have others that I prefer, so I might as well keep those and use those, right? And then I have this Believe Beauty powder. It's pretty much empty. There's a teeny tiny little bit left in it. This would probably go in my empties thing, actually. Scratch that. But I do have this BH Set and Bake Matte Translucent Powder when I did the full face of BH Cosmetics. It's fine. I have a boatload of powders and I'm not reaching for this one. So a lot of this stuff can be rehomed to other people. Some of it has to go in the garbage if it's really old and gross or liquidy or whatever, but a lot of this can be rehomed. I have two ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlight type thingies. I tried using this one the other day, the one in Lunch Money, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not keeping it. I'm not going to use it. And I have this practically brand new Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Powder Balm thingy in shade 6. I tried to use it for my bronzer because last summer I was outside a boatload. I got really, really, really dark, and this was my foundation shade. This summer, not so much. And when I tried to use it for my bronzer, it did not look good, as evidenced in the video. So that's gotta go. And then I have this Viseart bronzer. I got this off the BoxyCharm shop thingy ages ago for probably like $2 or something. And again, I just am not getting tan enough these days to be able to use it. So hopefully somebody else can. And then I have this Jaclyn Winter Sun Trio. It is 2 highlighters and a broken blush. They're very nice. I really like all 3 of these products, but I really hate them all together, and the blush is broken. So I'm done. I don't want it anymore. I don't like things that have multiple products in one, like a blush and a highlight. I did keep the Wayne Goss one because I think I will use them together for certain looks, whereas this is like, maybe I'd use the highlight, maybe I'd use the blush, but rarely both together. And then I have this Dior Powder No Powder in the shade 4 Neutral. Again, this was my summer shade last summer and the last few summers, but it's not now. So it's gotta go. I have the one in my shade. In fact, I'm wearing it today. And I have this little Veroni blush. It looks like a nail polish. It's so stinking cute. I really do like it. I just don't reach for it. So I'm hoping somebody else will get some use out of it, because it is really cool. I really do like it. I just don't use it. So there's no point in hanging on to it. And then I have this Milani Cheek Kiss in 130 Cheeky Coral. This was barely a tint on me. It's pretty, but I like more blush for my buck, and that was not giving me what I wanted. And then I have this Hourglass highlighting stick. Oh my gosh, this was like one of the first higher end purchases I'd made, and it's old, like really, really, really old. So it's gotta go. I can't even like rehome that. It has to go in the garbage, unfortunately. But yeah, I barely reached for it when I did have it and like it. So all of these have to go bye-byes. And then I have a bunch of face palettes, and it's the same thing. Multiple things in one, I'm not a fan of, or, you know, if it just doesn't work. So first we have the Benefit Cheek Leaders Mini Pink Squad. I got this because I really wanted the shade Tickle. Everyone was talking about it, and it's so pretty, but this palette is really just too light for me. I want more. And then I have the Solomon Odin's Eye Highlight Palette. This came in one of their mystery boxes, and I can't imagine there's anything wrong with these. I've used them a couple times. They're beautiful. I just don't reach for them, and I think somebody else will. And then I have this Cover FX palette. This has all the things, and I want to be the kind of person who enjoys it. But blush, bronzer, and highlight all in one, that's not my idea of a good time. But this was really nice. I did reach for it quite a bit, and I really did like it. And then I have this Park Ave Princess palette. Oh my gosh, this is old, like really, really old. I was so excited to get this. Oh gosh, it's just the sun. And I used it like quite a bit. There's probably, yeah, there's a significant dip in a couple of these, but it's just not something I reach for anymore. And I probably shouldn't pass it on because that's how old it is. And I have this Clueless and Hip Dot blush palette. I got a bunch of things in this collection because of the whole Clueless thing. I mean, that movie is spectacular. I don't reach for these. But now I'm wondering if I should. You know what? Yes, this is going to survive one more time, at least. If I don't reach for it, it can go next time. But This isn't something I have to do, so I'm doing it by choice, and I want to keep that. Those blushes might be pigmented enough to be good for me. Next, I have the Nomad and Sydney Bathers palette. This is really, really, really nice. I like it a lot, but I don't reach for it. So someone else can hopefully get some use out of it. This must have come in a subscription box as well. It's the Aesthetica Contour Cream set. I clearly swatched it, but I'm not gonna use this. Who do I think I am? I am so not a makeup artist. So I have two more face things. From Lunar Beauty, I have the Moon Prism palette. These shades are just way, way too light for me. So that's not gonna work. Okay, last up for face palettes is the Lunar Beauty Outer Dimensions. This thing is humongous. It weighs a ton. I never, ever, ever reach for it. It is nifty. Like, you can certainly seriously customize the shades, but that's not something I'm gonna do. So it's time for it to go to their home. So last up, I have like singles and like single eyeshadows, liquid eyeshadows, eyeshadow pencils, and then we'll be done. Let's start with this Ciate Shadow Flip. I opened it and it's dry. It used to be a liquid, but it's a powder now, so that's definitely gotta go in the garbage. And I have 3 of the old House Labs liquid eyeshadows. If these are still, yeah, I don't know. These are pretty darn old, but they still seem good. So I'll make sure whoever I give them to knows that they're not new and fresh and lovely. Speaking of old, holy moly, this is the BH Cosmetics liquid eyeshadow. I've had this for so long. It's crazy. At one point I had all of the colors because I thought I, fancied myself someone who would use liquid eyeshadow. No, I don't. I'm not. I have 5 of the liquid eyeshadows from Morphe. Again, I've had these for quite a while. I did keep a silver one, just in case I need it for something, but the rest of these have to go. I don't reach for them. I have a couple more random ones that came in subscription boxes. They're just not my idea of a good time. Another one from a subscription box. And I have one About Face, like orange eyeshadow stick. This is in Pearly. I don't really use eyeshadow sticks. I have these 5 from Urban Decay. I bought them when they were like super on sale, and these are good. Like, I use them for my waterline eyeliner. They're just really too big, and my eyeliner collection now is substantial, so I can pass these on. I have a brand new, I ruined the box opening it, Melt Black eyeliner that I need to get rid of. These are so pretty. I have 4 of the Ace Beauté single like cream shadows. There's that one, a kind of silvery one, this pink to orange one, which I used a lot, and then this kind of like coppery bronze one. They're really, really good. They're just not something that I reach for. I have this random ColourPop one in Golden Age. I have a Marc Jacobs, and this is in Sequins. This is really pretty. Oh my gosh, I use this a lot, even though you can't really tell. I just don't reach for singles like this. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, this did not like to stay put on my eyes. Then I have this ColourPop one from Nightmare Before Christmas. I've never used it. It's really pretty, but just not products that I am excited to play with. So I'm gonna rehome what can be rehomed. I'm going to throw away what is no good, and that'll be that. I don't know if any of this is fun for you to watch, but I thought since I'm getting rid of it, I might as well share it with you. Let me know how often you declutter in your makeup stuffs. I don't do it often, mostly just when the urge strikes. The urge struck me pretty hard. Hopefully you like this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. Either way, I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Be good, and remember to be kind to you.